6 people on right now.
6 people already.
Oh yeah.
Popping.
Check. Check. Yeah, there's like.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I think about it. There we go. Yeah. Hopefully I get there by the end of the night. Yeah. Nope. They just want to see their kids score a touchdown. They just want to see their kids score a touchdown. Touchdown, Vikings. Just a player and a coach. Berghead. Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Nessler sent me a text.
Test.
pass, rolling to his right. They throw it, the in route to Tanner. Steck makes the catch. Steck dives for the pylon. Touchdown!
Up by the Nuggets and an attack. That'll go for a kill from Anasteer.
Lamar looks for a block, makes a man miss at the 5. End zone touchdown, swirls. Sets up middle. Jensen for the exclamation point kill.
30, the 20, the 15, the 10, and an 85-yard touchdown run for Landon Olsen.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kindred, North Dakota for tonight's feature on yourliveevent.com. Tonight's game will feature the Northern Cass Jaguars visiting on the road, playing against the undefeated Kindred Vikings. I'm Max McClellan, and joined alongside me is Lucas Kabundi. Lucas, thank you for being here. I appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having me here. It's a beautiful night out here for some football.
Yeah, and as we see right now, the captains are going to go out, shaking hands, decide who's going to get the ball first here. And as they're doing that, let's take a look at both teams' records and a little bit of their stats here. So let's start with the Northern Cass Jaguars. Jaguars are 0-4 on the season. Their first game, they were on the road playing Lisbon. They lost 19-38. Then at home, they lost to Edgley Ellendale Calm 14-43. And then at home, they played Central Cass and lost that game 0-39. And last week played against HCV where they lost 19-33. Offensively for the Jaguars, they have a total of 1,060 total yards of offense. 550 of those are on the ground and 510 yards of passing. The Jaguars average 137.5 rushing yards per game and 127 passing yards per game for a total of 265 total yards per game. The Jaguars have about 4 rushing touchdowns per game and 4 passing touchdowns on the season. The Jaguars have 6 total turnovers on the season, 5 of those which are interceptions. The Jaguars average 6.2 yards per rush and 11.3 yards per completion. For the total season, the Jaguars have 52 total points and are averaging 13 points per game. Defensively for the Jaguars, they have a total of 12.5 sacks and 4 takeaways on the season, 3 of them coming in the Central Cass game, and 1 fumble recovery, and their defense is giving up 38.25 points per game. Now looking at Kindred, who is ranked number 2 in the state with a record of 3-0 and had a bye week last week. Kindred started off their season against Central Cass with a win 21-0, then traveled on the road where they played Cavalier and won 41-12, and played HCV at home and won 44-13. Offensively for the Vikings, they have 1,350 yards of total offense. 917 of that is on the ground, and 433 are passing. The Vikings average 305 yards per game on the ground and 144 passing yards per game for a total of 450 yards per game. The Vikings have a total of 7 rushing touchdowns and 8 passing touchdowns this season, with 0 fumbles and 3 interceptions. The Vikings average 7.84 yards per rush and 13.2 yards per completion for a total of 93 total points per game and 31 points per game. Now we'll come back to you in 2 minutes with some pregame interviews on yourliveevent.com.
Through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Hello and welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota here as we go into our pregame interview section as we start with the head coach of Northern Cass, Coach Tyler Uckstead. Hi, I'm Max McClellan here from YourLiveEvent.com here today with Northern Cass head coach Tyler Uxted. Coach, thanks for joining me today. Well, let's start off. You've been battle tested the last 4 weeks. How have you guys prepared for this homecoming game tonight against Kindred?
Yeah, we played some really good teams to start the year. With Lisbon's obviously a traditional team. Eek had a good game plan against us, and then obviously Castle and Hillsborough, always one of those traditional powerhouse programs. It's a tough start to the year, but a lot of good things to build on. Like I've told other people, it's just a lot of the little things with us, and that was kind of the focus this week, is just trying to clean those little things up.
Okay. As you guys have progressed throughout the season, what have you seen from your team that has impressed you for these first 4 games?
Overall, just not the drive not to quit. I feel like our team is always playing until the last snap, which is really good to see. And now it's just and we're really good for a couple quarters, but it's just putting it all together for 4 quarters.
With Kindred averaging 31 points per game, how important is it that you guys cause some big 3-and-outs and come up with some big stops when needed tonight?
Yeah, 100%. As much as we can keep their offense out the field, like that's our goal. So making them drive the ball on us, not giving up those big plays, making them work for it is obviously key.
Matthew Hoppy has 44 rushes for 449 yards this season and 3 touchdowns. How important is it that you guys can utilize him in tonight's game?
Yeah, and like I've told other people about him, he's a home run waiting to happen. You get the ball in his hands, and something good is going to happen. So obviously getting him involved in the pass game and the run game is key for us as well.
Yep, and then final thoughts, what are your main key components for tonight's game?
Take care of the ball, keep moving the chains on offense, and then limiting the big plays on defense.
All right, thank you, Coach, for joining me tonight.
Thanks, Max. Appreciate it.
That was head coach Tyler Uxted. We'll be back in a short break here to hear the interview with Coach Burgad on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
Hello and welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota here, as we now listen in to Coach Burgad's pregame interview.
All right, this is Lucas here with YourLiveEvent.com, and I'm here with the pregame show with the head coach of the Kindred Vikings, Coach Burgad. With having a great 3-0 start, how do you guys plan to keep the momentum going as you get deeper into this season?
For us, it would be focus on little things. We try to be a very process-driven team, and we have things that we want to accomplish on Monday and on Tuesday and Wednesday and throughout the week. So try not to get ahead of ourselves, and you don't play the game on Tuesday night. So that's not what we're preparing to do. We tell our guys all the time, you got to win the snap, win the practice is the goal. So. To carry momentum, I think you got to be intentional about getting better, and that's what we're trying to do.
All right, thank you. With having this extra week of practice, how do you guys feel you have prepared for Northern Cass tomorrow night?
Yeah, and with that extra week, last week without having the game, we really tried to sell this as a get better week. This is a week that we get an edge, just because we know there's a lot of teams around the state that are playing really good football right now, and we're going to see those in our region, and we're going to see those across the state. So we said it's the perfect opportunity for us to have a week without a game plan, to have a week without an install, and just get really good at what we do fundamentally, and just direct focus on individual players. Like, you need to get better at this, you need to get better at this. So we slowed things down and practiced a little bit, and I think we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish.
All right, with Kylan Swenson's unfortunate injury, how do you feel the team can step up to the challenge this week without him in the lineup? Yeah,
and obviously super tough loss for us. Kylan is everything we want in a Kindred Viking football player. He's tough. He works harder than anyone. So definitely going to miss him out there on Friday nights. I guess on each side of the ball offensively, it's going to be a different workload for our skill players. We had Hoyme was carrying the rock before, Jake was carrying the rock before, our receivers were getting a certain amount of touches. Now without Kylan taking on his normal load of 10 to 15 touches a game, it's just going to feel a little bit different for those other skill players, and we're going to use them in a lot of the same ways, but their touches are just going to be higher.
Praying for the best for Kylan. With all these events going on with homecoming week and just everything going on, how are you trying to keep the team focused on the task at hand tomorrow night?
And our community does it right. We're so fortunate to have the people that we have just put on an event like this. So what we try to tell the kids is, when you're at those events, when you have something going on in school, like your muscle volleyball or the powder puff football, coronation, everything that comes in a homecoming week, you have to enjoy that, and you have to take part in that. And then at the end of the day, from 3 until 5:30, we know we're going to be laser-locked focused for practice, and that's the mindset. And the same thing will be tomorrow on Friday, that there's going to be a pep rally, there's going to be a parade, there's a big tailgate before the game, and all that stuff is cool and it's fine. But once the kickoff starts, it's got to be total focus on what we want to do. So trying to enjoy ourselves while knowing, keeping the main thing the main thing.
All right, last and final question here for you. What are you guys' main keys for the game tomorrow night?
I want to see us start fast is what I'd like to see. After 2 weeks without a game, you worry a little bit about us being sluggish or feeling rusty or not being just not playing at game speed. So that's a pretty big key for us, and I want to see consistency within our football team. In our last contest against Hillsborough, I thought we did so many things well, but there was a lot of times where we were doing our job, but then we took a step back on a play. So told our guys after practice tonight, I want to see us accelerate from quarter 1 to quarter 4, and quarter 4 should be our best brand of football.
All right, thank you, Coach Burgett.
Hey, thanks for having me, Luke.
That was Coach Burgett with YourLiveEvent.com.
That was Kindred Vikings head coach Eric Burgad joining us, and we'll be back momentarily here with starting lineups on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com as we go through the starting lineups for this matchup against the Northern Cats Jaguars versus the Kindred Vikings. Going left to right for the Northern Cats Jaguars, at left tackle, we have Samuel Nelson as a junior. Left guard, Caden Williams, a sophomore. Center is number 55, Brody Jeston, a junior. Right guard is Luke Murch, a sophomore. And the right tackle for the Northern Cats Jaguars, number 78, Cab Hodgson, a senior. At the wide receivers tonight, we'll have number 81, Matthew Metzinger as a junior, who has 12 receptions, 178 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Wide receiver Andrew Shank, who's a senior with 8 receptions, 127 yards, and 1 touchdown on the season. Quarterback for the Jaguars tonight will be Julian Lichtenberg, a junior. He's 45 for 104 on the season for 510 yards and 4 touchdowns with 5 picks. Running back tonight will be Matthew Hoppy. He's a junior wearing number 9. He has 55 carries for 449 yards and 3 touchdowns this season. And at H-back for the Jaguars tonight is Cash Chisholm, a senior. And at the other wideout, we have number 10, Keelan Munson, who's a junior, who has 6 receptions for 85 yards and 1 touchdown. Defensively tonight for the Jaguars, at the DNs, we have number 8, Cash Chisholm, a senior, who has 1 sack on the season, and number 3, Caleb Enger, also a senior, who has 3 solo tackles. Defensive tackles for tonight's game is number 55, Brody Geston, a junior, with 4 tackles for losses and 3 sacks, along with number 78, Cam Hodgson, who's a senior. Linebackers for the Jaguars is number 4, Parker Zeski, a sophomore, who has 1 interception on the season with 1 sack. Number 5, Reed Volden, a senior, 1 tackle for loss and 2 sacks. And number 9, Matthew Hoppy, a junior, who has 1 tackle for loss. In the safeties for tonight's game for the Jaguars, number 24, Andrew Shank, who's a senior, and number 81, Matthew Metzinger, who's a junior. Defensive backs is number 11, Antonio Sanchez, who's a senior, and number 10, Keelan Munson, who's a junior. Now going over to the Kindred Vikings side of things, Kindred 3-0 on the season and number 2 rankings in the North Dakota polls. From left to right, you have number 79, Grant Spellhog, who's a senior. Left guard, number 71, Dylan Filler, who's a senior. Center tonight's game is number 59, Tate Miller, who's a junior. And a quick little shout out to Tate as he is turning 17 tomorrow. Big day for that kid. Right guard is number 67, Ethan Fornshell, who's a junior. Right tackle is number 75, Riley Sunram, senior. And he, as most people will know, he has officially committed to the University of Minnesota, so good luck to Riley next year. Tight ends for the night game is number 5, Hunter Bindus, who's a junior, who has recorded 9 receptions for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wide receivers for Kindred tonight is number 4, Isaac Spellhog, who's a junior. He has recorded 2 receptions on the season for 53 yards and 1 touchdown. Joining Isaac outside is number 1, Cam Schwartzwalter. He's a senior. He has 4 receptions on the season for 28 yards and 1 touchdown. The running backs tonight will go this way. Tyson Johnson, number 27, who's a junior. He's recorded 9 attempts for 88 yards and 2 receptions for 13 yards. The other running back in the backfield tonight will be number 20, Owen Hoyme, a senior, filling in for the injured Kylan Swenson. He has 33 attempts on the season for 243 yards and also has 9 receptions for 108 yards and 2 touchdowns. Defensively for the Vikings, we'll go like this, from left to right. Luke Starcevic, a freshman wearing number 88 tonight. He has recorded 2 sacks on the season. Defensive tackle will be number 67, Ethan Fornshell, manning the middle with 1 sack on the season. And the other defensive end tonight will be number 75, Riley Sunram, who's recorded 6 tackle for losses and 2.5 sacks. Linebackers for the Vikings tonight is number 10, Jake Starcevic, who's a junior, and number 27, Tyson Johnson, also a junior. In the middle, for the middle linebackers, you have number 5, Hunter Business, who's recorded 7 solo tackles on the season, and number 20, Owen Hoyme, who's a senior, who has 2 tackle for losses. Defensive backs for tonight's game for Kindred. Number 1, Cameron Schwartzwalter, he's a senior. And number 12, Brooks Bracco, only a freshman who has 2 interceptions recorded on the season. At safety tonight, you have Isaac Spellhog, who's recorded 1 interception and has caused 1 fumble with 1 fumble recovery as well. And you see number 6, Jack McDonald, who has 1 interception on the year. Kicking for the Vikings will be number 68, Andrew Haley. And the returners for tonight is Brock Johnson, wearing number 8 as a freshman, and number 6, Jack McDonald. He will be also returning kicks and punts. And that's your starting lineup for tonight's game. And we'll be back shortly for kickoff at Kindred, North Dakota on YourLiveEvent.com.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Dagelman.
Our culture at Dagelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at Enbridge.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Mother Nature can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance. We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota, as we just got done with the national anthem here. The Vikings are going to go out, and it looks like they'll be kicking off to Northern Cass. Northern Cass will be able to get the ball right away and see what they can do against this number 2 team in the state. It's a beautiful night for Friday night, Lucas, isn't it?
Oh yeah, very beautiful night for some Friday night lights here in Kindred, North Dakota.
Can't ask for much better. Kicking off for the Vikings will be number 68, Andrew Haley. And returning for the Jaguars will be number 3, Caleb Enger, and number 4, Parker Ziski. As we get ready for set-off for kickoff here in Kindred, North Dakota.
Lots of fans out here tonight, Max. Lots of fans.
It's back here. And there's the boot as it goes away. Hansen takes it and tackled right away by... Who came up with the...
Looked like number 22.
That's number 22 there for the Kindred Vikings. That is Sawyer Hess, the sophomore, coming up with a big stop there as Northern Cass will take over on their own 25-yard line here. Vikings will set up in their 3-4 defense as they usually do with the 2 high safeties here. Northern Cass looks like they're going to spread it out with a wing back on the left. Lichtenberg out in the shotgun, drops back to pass, swings it over to Metzger, and Metzger drops it. The Vikings were there, but Metzger just went right through his hands. It was a good ball by Lichtenberg.
Very good ball there.
Second down and 10 for the Jaguars here with 11:51 to go in the first quarter. They'll go 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 lone to the left. Lichtenberg in shotgun formation here. He'll drop back to pass, scrambles, rolls right, throws, caught. Caught by the play number 10 there, Keelan Munson. Good catch there by Mr. Munson.
Very good catch there. Third down now here. Hopefully they can get a first down here, or there would be a stop by Kindred here, but we'll see what happens here. They came out throwing here a lot.
Yeah, they did.
First half.
3rd and 6 for the Jaguars here. We'll see what they come up with here. Jaguars will send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Lichtenberg in shotgun formation sends Metzger over in motion, and he's going to give to Hoppy. Hoppy's going to be brought down and tackled by Starcevic there, and that'll bring up a 4th down already. 3 and out for the Jaguars.
Very weird play call there. They go out passing right away, and then 3rd and long, and they come in with a run play, but
try to catch the Vikings off guard.
Catch them off guard and try to run it for the first down, but now they have to punt here, and looks like Cam's out there ready to receive this punt.
Yep. Punting for the Jaguars will be Caleb Enger. Receiving for the Vikings is number 1, Cam Schwartzwalter. Oh, and it's a fake punt, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Oh, there's not a whole lot of place to go for Enger. Riley Sundrum got back there right away, and so did Luke Starcevic, but we got a penalty on the play here. We'll see if that might be an offsides on the Vikings.
Do you think that was a fake punt, or do you think Kindred just got there really quick and he had to run it?
I mean, it looked, I guess Riley Sundram and Luke Starcevic got back there very quickly, and the Vikings are now going to take over on the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
They really blew up that hole there and got to the punter, but that was a fake. Kindred played that very well.
Yep. With 10:58, Kindred's going to take over here on the Jaguars' 22-yard line. Good start for the Vikings. Starcevic will be in the shotgun with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Oh, and it's going to be a high snap. Starcevic drops back. He's going to throw to Johnson to the right. Johnson catches it, and he's going to be tackled by number 81, Matt Metzger there. Good play by the Vikings.
Very good there for Jake Starcevic to get his grounding and get that ball out to Dyson Johnson there.
Yep, gain of 9 for the Vikings there. That'll bring up 2nd and 1. Vikings are going to go under center here, power I formation with Hoyme in the backfield. Jaguars have their 4-3 defense. Starcevic sends Schwartzwalter in motion here. Starcevic, he's going to give to Hoyme. Hoyme's going to cut it up the middle, and Hoyme's brought down on the play there by number 4, Chase Zeski. Parker Zeski, but we got a flag on the play there.
Looks like there's a flag on the play there.
That might back the Vikings up here.
Yep, it's on the Vikings.
Penalty on the Vikings. That'll push them back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Vikings here.
Still a good position here for the Vikings. Looks like the refs are trying to figure something out there. There's a little bit of confusion out there.
Yep, and here we go.
Now they got it all figured out.
Yep. Starcevic, he's going to be in the shotgun with 2 receivers to the right and a wing back to his right. He'll take the snap, and he'll give to Hoyme going up the middle and brought down right away. Brought down on the play by number 77. That is Samuel Nelson, and number 9 is Matthew Hoppy. good job by the Northern Cats defense there to blow up that play right away. That's what their coach preached on in the pregame interview.
Very good stop there by number 77 at the end there.
Well, that'll bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Vikings on the Jaguars' 21-yard line here. The Vikings will be in shotgun with 3 receivers to the left and a tight end to the right. Starcevich, he's going to drop back to pass. He's looking. He's got a lot of time. He's going to scramble now. And he's brought down on the play by number 55 for the Jaguars. That's Brody Geston, the sophomore.
That was a great play there by number 55, Brody.
Yeah, good work by the Northern Cats defense front there to make a play, and Brody Geston, great play by the sophomore, and that's going to bring up a 4th and very long for the Vikings.
Looks like the Vikings are coming up to punt. Mm-hmm. Good series for the Northern Cats defensive line there.
Yeah, very good. They did a good job of disrupting the Vikings on their run game, and like you said, put pressure on the quarterback and make him scramble like that.
Who's out there punting?
That punter is punter for the Vikings. Mile Thielge is the freshman, and great punt there and down at the 5-yard line by Hunter Bindus. With 8:28 left to go on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's Northern Cats 0, Kindred 0. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Become a Viking booster. Do you love the games, the plays, the excitement? Support Viking athletics by becoming a booster. Scan the code or find the quick link to the membership form online. Or when the flag is flying, stop by the ship. Get a new Viking booster sticker free with your membership. Buy an extra one for only $5. Show your Viking pride. Become a Booster Club member.
Welcome back to Kindred here as Lichtenberg is in shotgun formation with 2 to the left, and he's going to give up the middle to Hoppy. Hoppy running, brought down on the play there by number 7 for the Kindred Vikings. That's Miles Stroh, the sophomore.
Young player out there.
That's a gain of 2 for Hoppy on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Jaguars with 8 minutes left to go here in the first quarter.
Both of these teams are fairly young.
Yeah, Northern Cats, they have a very young roster. Not a whole lot of seniors. I think Kindred maybe only have 4 as well. So I mean,
not very many seniors on either team.
Mm-hmm. But good leaders for both teams. They're seniors. Their coaches speak very highly of them. Lichtenberg, he's going to be in shotgun empty formation here with 3 to the left, 2 to his right. He's going to drop back to pass. Looking. He's going to throw to the sidelines, and he's nothing to go there. Not a whole lot of places to go with the ball there. It was good coverage by the Kindred defense.
Very good coverage there. Third down 8. Do you think they're going to come here with another run play, or do you think they're going to come with a pass play this time?
It's a great question. I mean, 3rd and 8, a lot of time left in the ball game. They could go safe and just possibly run it, maybe catch them off guard. But, I don't know, Lichtenberg, he's a really good quarterback. He can make a lot happen. He's a very good athlete. So we'll see what happens, what their coaches decide to do here.
Yeah, and they have a very good athlete out there at receiver. A couple good receivers out there. Matthew Metzger.
Lichtenberg in the shotgun here with 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. And he's going to give to Hoppy to the right. And Hoppy's running. He's running. He's brought down by Spellhog, but not before a first down for the Jaguars. A gain of 10 there for Hoppy.
Great run there by Hoppy. They went with the run there, Max.
Yeah, they did, and they looked like a little opposite direction counter, and Hoppy got the edge, and he's a very fast, and he can accelerate at a very quick speed. So you get him in, if he sees any open grass, he's pretty gone. Well, first down for the Jaguars here on 1st and 10. Lichtenberg is in the shotgun formation with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He'll take the snap. He'll give to Hoppy. Hoppy going to the right side and brought down on the play there. The Kindred Vikings, number 55, Tannen Johnson, the sophomore. That'll be a gain of 2 for the Jaguars on the carry by Hoppy.
Second down and 8, looks like. Beautiful night out here.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So far, the Jaguars' offensive line has done a good job with those 3 up front against Kindred, and their run game's been pretty effective so far early on here. But we got Lichtenberg with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And he'll take the snap, drop back. He's looking left. He's going over the middle. Caught on the play by Hoppy. Hoppy turns it up the field and tackled by Miles Stroh, but not before a gain of 8 yards.
That was good to get rid of that ball quickly there and get it out to Hoppy. Kindred line was getting in there very quickly. Didn't have much time in the pocket, but he got rid of it very well there.
Yeah, he looked like his first read was to the left, and he didn't have his open guy. And as the pressure collapsed on him, he made a great throw over the middle to Hoppy, and Hoppy, being the athlete he is, just turns it up and gets some yards and gets the first down for the Jaguars.
Yeah, great read there by number 7 out there.
Jaguars with 2 receivers left, one to the right in shotgun. Give to Hoppy up the middle, and a host of Vikings meet him right at the line right away.
Kindred Vikings filled in that hole really quickly there. Big line, and they got lots of guys that they can run through there. Looks like number 71, Dylan Filler, running off the field there.
Yep, and coming in for him will be Ethan Forshell, number 67.
Bunch of big guys in the line there for the Kindred Vikings.
Yeah, that helps when you can rotate and get those guys a little bit of break so they can go hard on every rep. Jaguars will send 2 receivers to the left with a wing to the left side as well. Hoppy to the left of Lichtenberg. Lichtenberg's going to send Metzger in motion. Lichtenberg gives to Hoppy going to the right side, and he's tackled right away. Brought down by the freshman, Luke Starcevic. Good play there by that defensive end. Northern Cass seems to like that little counter play to the opposite side of where they're the strengths at, and it's been work. It worked for them the first couple plays, but the last 2 the Vikings have kind of read it and sniffed it out and stuffed it. And this brings up a 3rd and 10 for the Jaguars now, as they'll send 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, with 4:47 left to go in the first quarter here. Actually, they'll go empty now as Zeski goes to the right side of the formation. Lichtenberg drops back to pass, and wow, great job by Sunram and Starcevic. Starcevic on the blitz there. He makes Lichtenberg step up, and Riley finishes the sack off there for the Kindred Vikings. That'll bring up a 4th down and punt for the Jaguars.
Great blitz there by Starcevic, and great push by Riley Sunram there to get in there and get to Lichtenberg.
Yep. Punted for the Jaguars is number 3, Caleb Enger. Receiving, you have Schwartzwalter back there along with McDonald. Enger takes a snap, and he'll get the punt away. Punt's going right, and Schwartzwalter let it bounce one time, and the Vikings will take over from there. Well, a very defensive battle right away, huh, Lucas?
Yeah, not really what I've expected for tonight, but both these teams are playing very well on defense, and their defensive line is just getting in there very quickly and not giving the quarterbacks much time to do much, and they're stopping the run. They're like brick walls back there.
Exactly.
And as a coach, I think that's what you want, is your defensive line to be brick walls and stopping the run and not letting the quarterbacks get the ball out.
Exactly. As the Vikings take over here on their own 44-yard line, they'll go under center, Starcevic in the power I formation with Hoyme in the backfield. Starcevic gets the snap, and he'll hand to Hoyme. Hoyme going to the right side. He's running, he's still running. And he sheds a tackle, gives a little stiff arm, and finally brought down on the play by 77 Samuel Nelson, but not before a gain of 15 yards and a first down for the Vikings.
Great push by the Kindred Vikings offensive line there. They made a huge hole for Owen Hoyme, and Owen Hoyme found that open field there.
Yeah, great job by Owen to keep his feet going, too. I mean, there was a lot of times where there was even his own player got in his way, and he kept going and chugging. So It brings up a first down for the Vikings on Northern Cass's 43-yard line. Vikings will come back out in the power I formation with McDonald to the left as the receiver. Starcevic takes the snap, and he'll pitch it out to Hoyme on the left side. Hoyme's got some blockers here. Hoyme going to the sideline. Oh, wow, great play by Hoppy. Hoppy on the great pursuit. He comes out from middle linebacker spot, and he runs the line down very well and stops Owen Hoyme before he gets a gain of 2.
Hoppy just came out of nowhere there. He was on the left side of the field, and he sprinted across and just got through all that commotion, and he just was an athlete there, is what I'd call that, as an athlete.
Very athletic play there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Vikings here with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter on the Northern Cass Jaguars 41-yard line. As the Vikings run up to the line, coming back in the power I formation with Schwartzwalter to the left of the formation as the receiver. Starcevic takes a snap. Play action pass here. He's rolling right, rolling. He's looking over the middle. Caught by Bindis and brought down on the play there by Andrew Shank, 24, after a gain of 14 yards by Hunter Bindis.
Good little play action there. The Vikings really like to get that tight end snuck out there and get open in that play action plays like that, and it works very well for them, it seems like, most of the time.
Yeah, and a great job by Starcevic to go through his progressions. His line gave him plenty of time, and he made a perfect strike over the middle there to Bindis. They'll come back out in the power I formation again with Schwartzwald to the left. Starcevic takes a snap, and he'll give to Hoyme up the middle. Hoyme is going to be brought down on the play by Hoppy and Zeski.
Had a hole there for a second, and then Northern Cache just came in and closed it very quickly there.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Vikings here, as there's under 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Very fast first quarter. This has gone by really fast. There's really been no dead balls here. Starcevic in the shotgun formation with 2 receivers at the boundary. Hoyme to his right. He'll take the snap, and he's running right. This is going to be a power play to the right. Gives a little stiff arm, and finally brought down on the play by number 5 for the Jaguars. That's Reed Volden, the senior.
Reed really got through there and was really fast there and caught up to Starcevic. That was really impressive there.
That'll be a gain of 6 recorded for Jake Starcevic, and that brings up a 3rd down and about 2 for the Vikings here. Vikings will break from the huddle and run up to the line with 1 receiver to the right in their power I formation. As Starcevic goes under center, he will take the snap and gives to Hoyme. Hoyme running up the middle. Hoyme is going to give a little stiff arm to Metzger, but Metzger brings him down at the 10-yard line. There will be a flag on the play there.
Penalty flag on the play here.
You think that might be an offensive face mask?
I don't know. I couldn't really tell. I couldn't really see what was going on over there. I got a little thing blocking my view right here.
Okay.
But
we'll see what the refs.
We'll see what
the refs decide here.
White hat comes up with here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that was on Owen Hoyme there.
Yeah, they'll give it to Hoyme, and that will back up the Vikings. And it'll still be 3rd down, I believe, if I can remember penalties right. Well, first quarter is almost coming to a close here. It's still 0-0 on Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Very quick first half, like you said earlier. They do give them the first down.
They give them the first down. Must have been a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. This will bring up a 1st and 10 for the Vikings as they go in the shotgun formation. Starcevic with 2 receivers to his left and 1 to his right. He'll take the snap, and he's running left. He's got some blockers. He's going to give a stiff arm, and he's not going to get away as the Jaguars swarm him. And he's not going to get anything on the carry there.
Good swarm there by the Jaguars defense. Number 5 again there. What's his name?
Reed Volden.
Reed Vold is really getting in there. And he doesn't look like he's the biggest guy out there, but he has a lot of heart, and he's getting up. He's getting back there and getting to Starcevic.
Yep, doing a good job of getting off his blocks and running down the line. The Jaguars are pursuing the ball very well here in the first quarter.
You know who number 5 reminds me of?
And we'll see. It looks like the Vikings will elect to run out the clock for the first quarter here. Who does he remind you of?
He reminds me of Ty Raisler.
Ty Raisler. He was, yes, Ty is, that's a great way to describe him. Anyways, as we come back here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, after your first quarter, it's Northern Cache 0, Kindred 0 on yourliveevent.com.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota. After your first quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank, it's Northern Cass 0 and Kindred 0. Great start for the Jaguars. They've been doing a good job shutting down that Kindred Vikings explosive offense.
Oh, yeah, very good defensive battle here in that first quarter. I'd like to see it happen again this quarter, and it's a lot of fun to watch with these defensive battles going on here.
The Vikings will take over starting your second quarter here on the Jaguars' 19-yard line. As Jake Starcevic has 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. And he'll take the snap, and he's going to drop back to pass. He's looking right. He's going to step up. He's rolling out. He's looking downfield. And he's throwing over to McDonald, and McDonald just drops it. Good coverage by the Jaguars and good pressure by Hoppy there to force the incompletion.
He had quite a bit of time there in the pocket, but then it started closing, and I guess very good defensive coverage out there by the secondary there.
Yes, very good job there by the Jaguars in the backside because, Starcevic, line gave him a good time, and he rolled out right and just came up short with Jack McDonald there. Now we'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Vikings on their own 19-yard line as they'll send 3 receivers to the boundary and 1 lone tight end to the right side. And Starcevic sends Schwartzwalter in motion, and he's going to drop back. And it looks like they're going to set up a screen over the middle. There's Hunter Bindis. Hunter Bindis has some room here. He's going to make 1 juke, and he's going to run, and he's in for the end zone. That's a touchdown, Vikings! Touchdown on the play by number 5, Hunter Bindis, for 19 yards.
Very good play call there by Coach Starcevic.
On the 19-yard touchdown with 11 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the second quarter there. Very good design by the Coach Starcevic, like you said. The Vikings will send on Andrew Haley to kick the extra point. And that's going to be a fake. Spellhog's got the ball. He's going to throw it in the back of the end zone to McDonald, and it's going to be batted away by number 9, Matthew Hoppy.
That was not a fake there. Looks like Isaac Spellhog fumbled the ball a little bit there, and didn't have time for Haley to get the kickoff, so he had to run out and do fire there.
Well, after 11 minutes and 41 seconds, we finally have our first score in the second quarter. It's Kindred 6, Northern Cass 0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank on yourliveevent.com.
Don't just watch
I didn't even see it, dude.
Immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly, no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota, as the Vikings take a 6-0 lead over the Northern Cass Jaguars. Andrew Haley going out to kick for the Vikings, and receiving for the Jaguars, number 3, Caleb Enger, and number 4, Parker Zeski.
Very good opening second quarter for the Kindred Vikings offense there.
And Haley kicks away, and it's going to be returned by number 3, Enger. Enger's going to bring it up the middle here, and he's on his feet still. Finally brought down on the play there by number 20, who made the tackle there. Looked like number 9 there. That's Landon Kotzik, the junior. Enger shedding a couple tackles and almost breaking free for a touchdown for the Jaguars.
Yeah, it looked like Kindred Vikings had it blown up there, and he just snuck through and got out of that little big mesh there.
Here come the Jaguars now. 1st and 10 on Kindred's 45-yard line. Or on their own 45-yard line, excuse me. 2 receivers to the light. Lichtenberg's going to drop back to pass. He's going to go with the screen over to Metzger. Metzger's going to be brought down. He stays on his feet, though. Oh, they're going to call it dead. They're going to call forward progression.
Good swarm there by the Vikings defense.
Now back up the Jaguars about 5 yards there.
Good read there by the secondary on Kindred there.
Yep. Now bring up 2nd and 15 for the Jaguars as they come out with 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Lichtenberg in shotgun formation. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking. He's got some time, and he goes over the middle. And is that caught? That is caught.
They call it incomplete.
Oh, okay. And it's incomplete there. Targeting Andrew Schenk. Good look there. Just must have hit the ground in between his hands.
Good defense there, too. Third and long here.
It'll be a 3rd and 15 for the Northern Cass Jaguars as they send 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left in an empty set. 3rd and 15 here. Lichtenberg drops back. He's looking. He's going to fire over the middle. He's got an open receiver. Oh! And almost caught there by Schenk as he broke past the entire defense and was wide open on the backside there. Just a tiny bit overthrown, 1 step too late.
Good play call there. He was wide open, just a little out of his reach there.
And that'll bring on the punt team for Northern Cass here as it's 4th and 15.
A tough break there for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Cam Schwartzwalter back deep to receive.
Punting here for the Jaguars, number 3, Enger. And he'll get the snap, and he's gonna be rushed by the Vikings here. He's scrambling out again, and he will not get the first down. Brought down by Starcevic there.
Kindred's line just is getting through there in like a snap of a finger. It's just crazy how fast they get to the punter there. He has no time to get his punt off.
And they'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Vikings on the 40-yard line now. Yeah, like you said, that Vikings rush is just getting there very fast to that Northern Cass offensive front.
Gives the Kindred Vikings great field possession here.
Starcevic's going to come out here with 2 receivers to the right and a wing to the right with Hoyme to his right as well. 1st and 10 here as Starcevic takes the snap. He's going to give to Hoyme on the left side. Hoyme's going to cut up the middle, and he's going to be brought down by number 55 on the play, Brody Jessen, the sophomore.
Good hole by the big boys up front there for the Kindred Vikings.
Now, after the gain of 9 there for the Owen Hoyme and the Kindred Vikings, I'll bring up a 2nd one on the Jaguars' 31-yard line here. As they come out, break the huddle here. Starcevic with Johnson to his left. Spellhog and Hoyme to the left side as receivers, and lone receiver on the right is Schwartzwalter as Hoyme gets sent in motion. Starcevic takes the snap, and he's going to play action. He's going to drop back. He's got Bindus over the middle. Bindus jumps up, and it's caught.
It popped out, and then it fell right back into his stomach.
Great catch by Bindus there as Metzger was trying to break it up on the play and couldn't, but the ball came out and went right back to him.
Good defense there. The ball just ended up right in Bindus' hands. Crazy catch right there by Bindus.
Gain of 21 for the Vikings there. Good play action designed by Coach Starcevic down there. As the Vikings are now in the red zone on 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line. Starcevic with 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and running back to the right as well. And he's going to fake to the left, and he's going to take it himself up the middle. He shed 1 tackle. He's still going. He's up in the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Kindred Vikings. Touchdown rush by number 10, Jake Starcevic there. Great way to get off a couple tackles, and good blocking by the Kindred Vikings for him to get in the end zone.
Good little shimmies from the right to the left there by Starcevic. Let's see if they can get the kickoff here this time and make this field goal here.
Get the extra point. And Haley with the kick, and he's gonna get it. That's
just
good.
Got over
just gets
line.
Over the field goal post there. On your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, with 9 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the 2nd quarter, it's Kindred 13, Northern Cass 0, and we'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com as Enger takes it on the kickoff, and he's brought down by Bindis and Spellhog there. Great pursuit by the Vikings on that kickoff.
Great pursuit, not giving Northern Cass any good field position on that kick return there.
Jaguars take over first down and 10 from their 25 yard.
As the Jaguars will bring up a 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line here, see if they can get something going on offense like they did earlier at the start of the game. Jaguars will come up with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right with a wing back on the right. That's Enger. Hoppy in the backfield directly behind Lichtenberg out of the shotgun. Lichtenberg takes the snap, and he's going to give to Hoppy going left. Hoppy's speeding. He's going left, and he stays on his feet. Brought down on the play there by number 6, Jack McDonald, but not after a good gain of 9 yards by Hoppy.
Good pursuit there by the Kindred Vikings. Hoppy just has that athleticism and can get around all those players and get upfield.
They're going to say he stepped out of bounds around the 30-yard line, so it'll be a gain of 5 for Hoppy. But, yes, very good job of staying on his feet, keeping those feet moving, and shedding some tackles and being a playmaker.
Second down and 4 here for the Northern Cass Jaguars.
2nd and 4 for the Jaguars as they'll send 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's Schenk in motion, and Lichtenberg drop back to pass. He's going to fire over to number 3, and it's caught. Caught by Enger there, and he's still on his feet. And he's finally brought down on the play there by number 2, Gabe Whipple. Great pitch and catch, and Enger just doing a great job again, staying on his feet and keeping those feet moving.
Yeah, great read there by the quarterback, Lichtenberg, and good catch there by Enger. Way to get some extra yards there after the catch, too. That was very good there.
Yep, that would be a gain of about 22 there for Enger as they'll take over in Kindred side of the field on the 48-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Lichtenberg in shotgun formation. And he will take the snap, and he gives up the middle of Hoppy. And there's Sunram in the backfield immediately, and finally brought down out of bounds for a loss of 3.
That's that athleticism there from Riley Sunram, getting up the field and just exploding up that play.
Yeah, great job, like you said. I mean, he's not an easy guy to block. He's a very big body, 6'5". That's a big defensive end over there. And, if you're not double teaming him, it's going to be hard to take him on one-on-one.
Also very quick, too.
Mm-hmm. Good footwork. And this will bring up a 2nd 15 for the Jaguars on their own 48-yard line now, with 7 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the second quarter here, as they'll send 2 receivers to the right, and looks like we're going to have a timeout. Timeout here for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Our timeouts today are brought to you by Kindred State Bank. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your request. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. With 7 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in the second quarter, it's Kindred 13 and Northern Cass 0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply...
Back here in Kindred as Hoppy gets the carry to the right, and he's going to be brought down on the play by Schwartzwalter and Filler. Good gain there of about 6-7 yards for Hoppy.
He's their go-to guy, and he's going to have to make plays today to keep Northern Cass in this game.
That will now bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Jaguars with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in our first half here. As they'll send 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right in the empty formation with Lichtenberg in the shotgun. And he'll take the snap, drop back. He's got some time here, and now he's running, and throws out of bounds. Avoids the sack and just gets the ball out of bounds, and that'll bring up a 4th down for the Jaguars.
He had some time there that time. That was good by the Northern Cass offensive line there with the big boys for Kindred on the defensive line.
Yeah, and good coverage in the backside by the DBs and safeties for the Kindred Vikings. And like you said, he had some time, but couldn't find the open man and avoided the sack by throwing it out of bounds. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 9 for the Jaguars. As on to punt is number 9. That is Matthew Hoppy. And back to receive for the Vikings is number 6, Jack McDonald, and number 1, Cameron Schwartzwalter. And this is going to be a fake, and Hoppy's going to throw over the middle. Metzger is caught. It's caught on the play by number 81, Metzger, and he'll get a gain of about 24 yards there. And that's a 1st down for the Jaguars. Great play call and great execution. Great ball by Matthew Hoppy.
There's a name we haven't heard there yet tonight is Matthew Metzger. I thought we'd hear it a couple times here tonight. Good play call there by the coach, though.
Yep. Great throw by the running back Hoppy there. And now that will bring up a 1st down for the Jaguars at the Kindred 25-yard line. That's just what you need when you're down 13-0. This could give the Jaguars some momentum and a little spark here. See if they can punch one into the end zone. Lichtenberg in shotgun formation here. He'll take the snap. He's going to give to Hoppy. Hoppy, and he slips on the grass there. Just slip.
You would think it's wet out there, but it's a beautiful night and perfectly dry out here tonight.
Yep, just didn't get his feet under him there. But it happens. Been there multiple times.
Definitely happens.
I'll bring up a 2nd and 12 for the Jaguars from the 27-yard line with 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Lichtenberg will send 3 to his left, 1 to his right with Hoppy alongside him in the backfield. And he's going to send Hoppy in motion. He's going to throw it out to him, and it's just dropped. Good ball by Lichtenberg. Just went through the hands there, but Starcevic and all their Kindred guys on very good pursuit. I don't know if there was a whole lot of area for Hoppy to make a move if he would have caught that ball.
Yeah, probably better that he dropped it there. Brings up 3rd and long here.
Yeah, that'll bring a 3rd and 12 now for Northern Cass. Lichtenberg looks over the sideline, getting the play call here. Northern Cass breaks the huddle. Excuse me. Lichtenberg will send 3 to his left and 1 to his right, with Hoppy alongside him in the backfield. And he'll take the snap, looking left. Throws over the middle, and it's deflected by Hunter Bindis on the play and almost caught by Starcevic for the interception. That'll bring up a 4th and 12 for the Jaguars.
Good defensive play there by Bindis to break that up there. Looks like Northern Cass is going to go for it here.
Yeah, if you don't have a kicker that can kick it that far, I think it's the right call to do when you're at this point in the game on their own on the Kindred 27-yard line.
Yeah, and Kindred's been swarming the punter all night tonight, and I feel like as a Northern Cass head coach, I'd do the same play call here, and I'd keep my offense out there.
Here they go on 4th and 12. With 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Lichtenberg looks at the sideline. Play clock down to 2, and looks like they'll call a timeout. Jaguars will call a timeout here. Timeouts again are brought to you by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your requests. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. We'll be back here in a short break. It's Kindred 13, Northern Cast 0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Broadcasting.com. That's apply at rjbroadcasting.com.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota here as the Jaguars break the timeout huddle on a 4th and 12 on Kindred's own 27-yard line. Big play here for the Jaguars. As they send 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left, hopping the backfield with Lichtenberg. And he'll drop back. He's going to throw it over to Metzger. And never mind. He throws it over to number 10 there. Keelan Munson was the target receiver. And that'll be an incomplete pass and a turnover on downs for the Jaguars.
Kindred's ball now in a huddle right now. 5:38 to go here.
As the Kindred Vikings will break the huddle on their own 27-yard line. They'll send 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left stacked with a running back, Tyson Johnson, right behind Starcevic. Starcevic will take the snap to the low snap he's going to give, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield by a host of Northern Cast Jaguars.
Very low snap there. Starcevic somehow got the ball back up and got it into Tyson Johnson's hands.
That'll be a gain of 2 for Tyson Johnson there, as that'll bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Kindred Vikings, with 5 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Vikings will break the huddle here, and they'll send 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right, and a wing back with 1 tight end on the right side as Starcevic takes the snap, and he's going to drop back to pass. He's looking left. He's got Isaac Spellhog, and it's just a little high for Isaac. Covered on the play there by number 10, Keelan Munson.
Good route there by Isaac Spellhog. Starcevic just threw it just high and out of the reach for Isaac Spellhog there. Here they go on 3rd and long here. Let's see what they can come up with here. Breaking the huddle here.
As the Vikings break the huddle, it's 3rd and 8 on their own 29-yard line. Starcevic with 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. He'll send Hoyme in motion, and he's going to give to Hoyme. It's going to be a reverse with McDonald. McDonald's got a blocker on the right. He cuts it up. He gets the first down, and he's finally brought down on the play there by number 24. That is Andrew Schenk for the Northern Cast Jaguars, but not before a first down for the Vikings.
Some
little trickery by the Vikings there.
It's either the trickery works or it doesn't, is what I see it from the past in football games.
Yeah.
Either works or it doesn't. And it turned out to work there for the Kindred Vikings and Coach Starcevic.
Vikings will break the huddle with 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Lone back behind Starcevic. He'll take the snap, and it's play action. He's looking left. He's going to throw over to Hoyme. Hoyme catches it and brought down immediately on the play by number 10, Keelan Munson, the junior corner.
Good open field tackle there by Munson. Second down and 5 here, Max.
Yep, the Vikings will break the huddle. and send 2 receivers to the right. Tight end is Hunter Bindus on the left side. And the sophomore Sawyer Hess is on the backfield with Starcevic. As he takes the snap, he's going to give to Hess on the left side. Hess going to take it up the middle, follow some blockers, and get the first down at the 50-yard line. Gain of 6 for Sawyer Hess.
They're giving Sawyer Hess some extra reps here since the tragic injury for Kylan Swenson. And Sawyer Hess looks like he's going to be a good athlete for the Kindred Vikings here after all these older guys at running back graduate.
Vikings break the huddle, going in a power I formation on the 50-yard line with Schwartzwalter on the right side as a receiver. Starcevic hands off to Hoyme up the middle. Hoyme is going to be stopped on the play there. Tackled by number 9, Matthew Hoppy there. And that's a gain of 3 yards for Hoyme.
Let's see if Kindred comes up with something different here. And it's been working on the run game, but maybe they'll come up with something a little different and throw the ball around.
As Starcevic sends one receiver to the right and one to the left with Hoyme in the backfield on a 2nd and 7. He takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's looking. They're going to set up that screen again over the middle, though. Hunter Bindus, he catches it, and he turns up the field, and he gets the first down, gain of about 12 yards there for Hunter Bindus, and a first down for the Vikings.
It's a very good play call there. Get all the linemen out of that play and have some open field for Hunter Bindus to run in.
Yep. Vikings will take over on their Northern Cast Jaguars 35-yard line, 1st and 10 here with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Tyson Johnson came out. Cameron Schwartzwalter came in.
Starcevic sends 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left with a split backfield. Now he's going to send McDonald as a wing back, and looks like Coach Burgat will call a timeout. They must not have liked the formation there. Timeout today is brought to you by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your requests. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. With 2:20 left to go in the first half, it's Kindred 13, Northern Cast 0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota, as Kindred Vikings here lead 13-0 against the Northern Cast Jaguars on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And it's homecoming night for Kindred, so it's a very big crowd. They had a big tailgate going on before the game outside in the parking lot. Some really good food that we had before this game.
And some Philly cheesesteak out there, and it's really good.
Good to see all the camaraderie with the community for the Kindred Vikings here, as they'll take over on the Jaguars' 35-yard line, 1st down and 10, with 2:20 left to go. Starcevic will send 2 receivers to his right, and Hoyme will join him in the backfield on the right side. 1st and 10. Starcevic takes the snap, and he's going to get to Hoyme on the left. Hoyme's going to make a couple men miss, and Hoyme's going to cut it up, turn it up the field, and he's brought down on the play by number 10 there for Northern Cast, Keelan Munson, the junior, but not before a gain of 8 yards there.
Just couldn't take him down there on that first little.
It looked like Northern Cast there was sending a blitz, and they did a good job of getting there. And Hoyme just made a man miss and cut it up and got a good solid gain of 8-9 yards.
Yeah, good run there by Hoyme.
They'll bring up a 2nd and 1 for the Kindred Vikings as Starcevic sends 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Tyson Johnson alongside on the left side. Schwartzwalter gets sent in motion. Starcevic takes the snap, and it's going to be a play-action pass here. He's got some time, goes over the middle to Hunter Bindus, and a great catch there. Great catch there by number 5, Hunter Bindus. Now that'll be a 1st down for the Vikings.
What a catch there by Hunter Bindus. He's having a game tonight. Seems like Bindez is the go-to guy there for Jake Starksovic tonight.
Yeah, I mean, and that was great coverage there. Number 24, Andrew Schenk, was all on him, and he even had a hand in there, but just a good catch by Hunter Bindez. And Starksovic has 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He'll take the snap, and he's going to take it up the middle. He's got some room, and he's going to...
Just short.
Just short on the play there. Good gain, though, for about 8 yards for Jake Starksovic.
I like to do that QB run there in the red zone.
Yeah, you get 1 extra blocker with that running back, and it can make a big difference. See if Northern Cass here can hold their ground and maybe get a stop with 48 seconds and counting going as the clock ticks down here and coming to a close in the first half.
It's like Kindred's going to run the clock down so they can get the last score here.
Vikings are going to go spread with Starksovic under center here. Northern Cass got 6 guys up in front. Starksovic's going to take it himself, and he's going to walk into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Kindred Vikings. Number 10, Jake Starksovic.
The good old go-to play at the goal line for the Philadelphia Eagles. QB sneak.
Jake Starksovic with the 1-yard touchdown run. Now make it 19-0 for Kindred as Andrew Haley come on to attempt the extra point. Snap back. Haley's going to kick it, and it's going to be no good this time. Just a bit short for Andrew Haley. With 29 seconds left to go in the first half, it's Kindred 19, Northern Cass 0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to the shift, Viking Nation. New merch, new designs. The Viking Booster Club has options for him, her, and all the kids. Let's go, Vikings. Get outfitted for the new year. Refresh your favorites from top to bottom. If the flag is flying, the ship is open for business. Carhartt nips are back in stock, plus new lids. Find the merch. Get the gear.
Welcome back to Kindred as Anger takes the kickoff, and he's making 1-man miss. Well, 2-man miss, and he's still on his feet, finally brought down there. Great job of Anger to make a couple men miss and stay on his feet and be an athlete.
Whoever was trying to tackle him there, he's trying to take him down, but he just wouldn't go down.
As Northern Cass here with 23 seconds left to go in our first half is going to take over at their own 33-yard line, see if they can maybe punch one in before halftime.
Very quick first half here.
As Lichtenberg has 2 to the right, 2 to the left. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking. He's going to go right to Hoppy. And he's brought down on the play. Good pursuit by Hunter Bindis on the solo tackle there. Helping out with having his help on his backside is Jake Starksovic. And that'll be a loss of 2 for the Jaguars.
Good pursuit there by Hunter Bindis. He's having a night tonight. Looks like they're going to run the clock down here, and it's going to be halftime.
Yeah, and that will take us to the end of the half as it's Kindred 19, Northern Cass 0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll be back with your halftime report coming up momentarily. Okay, well,
for 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota here, as it is homecoming night for the Kindred Vikings, and we'll showcase the homecoming court here out on the 50-yard line. First couple to go out, Prince Andrew Traum. He's the son of Ryan and Jackie Traum. Then you have out there, is that Allie Goodmanson? Yep, that's Allie Goodmanson, daughter of Jason and Alexandra Goodmanson. Here we have Cameron Schwartzwalter. He's the son of Chad and Amy Schwartzwalter, and he escorts out there Jansen Jordan, the daughter of Lee and Riley Jordan. Next here, it looks like we have Xander Rath. He's the son of Sean and Jennifer Rath, and he is escorting Avery Ammerman, daughter of David and Kimbra Ammerman. And now we have Jack Davis. He's the son of Tony and Lisa Davis, and he is escorting Danica Rath, daughter of Sean and Jennifer Rath. And finally here we have Carson Andell. He's the son of David and Amy Andell, and he is the king, and he is escorting the queen out there. That's Kenzie Knight, and she's the daughter of Amy and Jim Parker, and David Knight and Sherla Richards. Well, we'll be back here from Kindred, North Dakota, as it's 19-0, Northern Kindred over Northern Cass on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Welcome back here at Kindred, North Dakota, as we're going to go over a couple halftime stats that we got reported on here. For the Northern Cass Jaguars, let's go to Julian Lichtenberg. He had 5 completions on 13 attempts, so a 38.5% completion percentage. Total of 30 yards for him in the first half, and he was averaging 6 yards per attempt. And you also had 1 attempt by Matthew Hoppy, the running back, on the fake punt. He had 1 completion, 100% completion percentage, for 21 yards. Receiving for the Jaguars, Matthew Metzger, he had 2 receptions for 16 yards. Number 3, Caleb Enger, he had 1 reception for 22 yards. And number 9, Matthew Hoppy, had 2 receptions for 7 yards. Rushing for the Jaguars, you had number 7, Julian Lichtenberg, have 1 attempt for -7 yards. And you had Matthew Hoppy with the rest, 9 attempts, 18 yards, 2 yards per carry. Over to the Kindred side of the ball, they ended up scoring 19 points in that first half with 2 missed extra points. Rushing for the Vikings, you had number 20, Owen Hoyme. He had 7 attempts for 42 yards and 6 yards per carry. Quarterback number 10, Jake Starcevic, had 6 attempts for 14 yards and an average of 2.3 yards per carry with 2 rushing touchdowns. Tyson Johnson, number 27, had 1 rushing attempt for 2 yards, and Sawyer Hess had 1 attempt as well for 6 yards. And Jack McDonald on the reverse, the receiver, number 6, had 1 attempt for 12 yards as well. Receiving for the Vikings, you have number 27, Tyson Johnson. He has 1 reception for 9 yards. Owen Hoyme has 1 reception for 5 yards, and leading the Vikings is Hunter Bindus with 5 receptions for 83 yards and 1 touchdown. We'll come back here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard for YourLiveEvent.com with some more stats coming up next. First Class Mortgage. I'll do it.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
Welcome back here to Kindred, North Dakota with your First Class Mortgage halftime show. First Class Mortgage is more than just our company name. It's the way they do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. Coming back here at Kindred, we're going to go over some scores throughout the region for 11A football. Out west, Hart River is beating Hazen 6-0. Thompson leads Rugby 29-0 after the first half. The number 3 seeded Dickinson Trinity Titans, they lead Killdeer 24-0 with 1 minute left to go in the first half. Central Cass, for a Region 1 matchup against Mayport CG, leads 26-6. Number 4 seed Langdon area Edmore Munich leads over Cavalier 29-0. Velva Drake Animus, the number 1 seed in the state for North Dakota, is up against South Prairie Max 46-0 at halftime. And Shiloh Christian, the number 5 seed, against Bowman County is up 53-0 with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Your first half time show brought to you by First Class Mortgage, as we'll be right back on YourLiveEvent.com for the kickoff of the second half.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Mother Nature can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote.
Become a Viking booster. Do you love the games, the plays, the excitement? Support Viking athletics by becoming a booster. Scan the code or find the quick link to the membership form online. Or when the flag is flying, stop by the ship. Get a new Viking booster sticker free with your membership. Buy an extra one for only $5. Show your Viking pride. Become a Booster Club member.
The school district looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
Welcome back to Kindred after the First Class Mortgage halftime show here. Kindred leads 19-0 and they will get the ball to receive in the second half as the Friday night lights have officially turned on. It's dark outside, and the lights have been turned on in the press box here, and we're all set to go for another half of football. Looks like back to receive for the Vikings is number 6, junior Jack McDonald, and number 8, a freshman, Brock Johnson. Kicking for the Jaguars will be number 5, Reed Volden, as we're all set to go here. 12 minutes have been put up on the clock. As the Jaguars now have 11 guys out there. And wait, no, not yet. Now they send out another one here.
Now they got another guy out there.
Now they have 11. As Volden sets off to kick, and he's going to kick it off to number 6. McDonald will receive it here, and he's going to make one-man miss. He's going right, and he's finally brought down there. Brought down the play by number 2, Christopher Hoyland, the sophomore.
Storm of Northern Cass Jaguars in there on the tackle.
Yeah, good pursue on the opening kickoff there for the Jaguars, and see if they can maybe cause a 3-and-out and get some momentum going for them.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Joel Haugen. Joel Haugen, if you could come up to the press box, we have some common property, please.
As the Vikings are going to break the huddle here. They'll look like they go with the power I formation with Schwartzwalter to the right, up far outside. Starcevic under center and Hoyme in the backfield with Johnson at fullback. Starcevic is going to give to the fullback Johnson. He's going to give a stiff arm, and he's going to keep going. He's going to keep going, and he's finally hauled down, but not after a gain of about 12 yards there for the fullback Tyson Johnson.
Good hard running there by the fullback.
First down for the Vikings, as that is their 7th of the game, as they are now on their own 40-yard line. Vikings will go back to their power I formation. Schwartzwalter will go far out left this time, guarded by number 10 out there, Keelan Munson. Starcevic under center. He's going to give to Hoyme. Hoyme comes up the middle, and he's going to be brought down right away at the line of scrimmage, and he's still on his feet, though, but they're going to call forward progression. Very good pursuit there.
Good stuff by the linebackers there. Number 5 I saw was in there.
Yep, very good job by the Northern Cass middle linebackers and defensive tackle to not have a hole for Hoyme to go up.
Volden is number 5 who is stuffing it up there.
Yep. Good fill by the Northern Cass middle linebackers as it's now 2nd and 8 for the Vikings. They'll send Spellhog out wide left and a bunch of 3 out to the right. Starcevic's going to send Johnson right behind him in a shotgun pistol formation. Starcevic motions over Schwartzwalter, and he's going to throw over to him. And it's dropped on the play there by Schwartzwalter. Good ball by Starcevic. Gives a little pump fake on the D-end. Throws it under, but unfortunately dropped by Schwartzwalter, and they'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a name we haven't heard yet tonight. 3rd down here for the Kindred Vikings. See what play call Coach Starcevic can come up with here.
As the Vikings break the huddle here, Jack McDonald sent out far left, and Spellhog out right as they got Bendis at the tight end on the left in shotgun formation. Starcevic on 3rd and 8. He's going to give to Hoyme. Hoyme's going to cut up the middle, and he's brought down on the play by number 5. That is Reed Volden again. He's making some plays on this drive, and they'll bring up a 4th down for the Vikings.
Just short there, and I'm hearing the coaches scream punt, punt, punt.
And that will signal the Kindred punt team to come on.
Looked like Coach Starcevic might have wanted the offense to stay out there, but Coach Ambrosius out there was yelling punt, and it brings out the punt team.
As the punt team comes out, the freshman, number 17, Miles Thielges, is set to punt. He's going to kick it away to number 24 of Northern Cass, Andrew Shank. And he's going to let it bounce, and it's going to be brought down and downed
by Hunter Bindes
at the 21-yard line, and that's where Northern Cass will take over here. Great 3-and-out stop by the Jaguars.
Let's see what Northern Cass can do here on the offensive side of the ball in this second half.
See if that defensive stops gives them some momentum here. They had some really good drives going, and they had some really good plays. It was just kind of a little bit of inconsistency, you know. They just got to figure out a way to put a solid drive together here, and they've been doing a good job of making some big plays.
Yeah, there are a couple plays where they came just short to making that one big play and getting the scoring drive going.
Yep, it is two receivers to the right, Metzger and it's going to be pitched out here to number 10. That is Keelan Munson there, and he's going to be brought down for no gain, maybe a loss of 1 there. Good job by the Kindred pursuit there to stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Jake Sarkovic there, fired up after that hit on number 10, Munson. That was 10 on 10 there.
10 on 10, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Northern Cass Jaguars here on their own 24-yard line. With 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Let's see if Northern Cass goes to their pass game here and can get a couple of receptions here.
They're going to send Munson out wide to the left, and they'll have number 2, Christopher Hoyland, on the right. Lichtenberg takes the handoff. Hoppy cuts up the middle, and Hoppy's going to keep driving his feet. He stays on his feet. He keeps going to the 50. Finally brought down by number 7 on the Kindred Vikings. That's Miles Stroh, but not after a huge gain by Matthew Hoppy. Great job by number 9 there.
Great run by Matthew Hoppy there, and he was just fired up after that run. I love to see all these kids getting fired up after making good plays out there.
Call it a gain of about 34 yards. As Lichtenberg will set up on the Kindred 45-yard line. 2 receivers to his left. He'll take the snap. Matthew Hoppy gives to the right. Hoppy is going to finally be brought down, pushed out of bounds by a host of Kindred Vikings for a gain of 2 yards.
When you see one Kindred Viking there tackling, you always see a swarm coming in.
Yeah, Coach Burgad really preaches the idea of pursuit and how your effort is shown by where you are from the ball.
Yep.
That's a 2nd and 7 now for Northern Cass. As they send to the left, to the right, and a wing on the left. Lichtenberg takes a snap, and he's going to get rid of it quickly over to, that is Metzger, and it's going to be broken up on the play by McDonald. Great coverage by McDonald.
Good blitz there by Starcevic, getting to the quarterback quickly and making him get rid of the ball right away. See if Northern Cass can get one of those plays to start turning this offensive drive. There's just been one play where they're short of making, and maybe they can convert one here.
And it is 3rd and 7 as Lichtenberg takes the snap. He's looking right. He's going to step up, but he's going to be sacked. Sacked by the Kindred Vikings. That's number 79. That is Grant Spellhog on the sack, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Jaguars.
Good job by the Kindred defensive lineman to just swarm the quarterback on that long 3rd down for Northern Cass.
And yeah, that'll bring up 4th and about 14 for the Jaguars. And we'll see, is Coach Ukstad deciding to go for it here?
Looks like he's deciding to go for it. Let's see what Northern Cass can do here.
Northern Cass sends 3 to the left, 2 to the right, in empty formation here. And there's going to be a false start, and false starts on number 55, Brody Jesson. The Vikings did their little slide stunt there and kind of got the Northern Cass Jaguars to flinch, and that'll back them up another 5. And now it looks like the head coach for Northern Cass will send on the punt team. First penalty of the game for the Jaguars.
Looks like Hoppy's back there again to punt. They started out with someone different, didn't they? And they changed him after like 2 possessions.
Yeah, Hoppy's out to punt now.
They started with like Enger, I think.
Hoppy with the left-footed boot sends it to Schwartzwalter. Schwartzwalter will take it at its 10-yard line. He's going to cut it up the middle and brought down by Jesson and
number 55.
Yeah, that's number 55 is Brody Jesson on the play. Good pursue there by the Northern Cass punt team. As the Vikings will now take over on their own 21-yard line with 7 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Good boot there by Hoppy.
as the Vikings will come out in shotgun formation with 2 receivers to the right. Starcevic will take the snap, and he's going to give to Hoyme. Hoyme cuts up the middle, and he makes a man miss. Hoyme keeps going, stays on his feet, and he's finally brought down on the play by number 11 for Northern Cass's Antonio Sanchez. Good gain of Hoyme for 9, maybe 10 yards.
Good hole there for Hoyme, and then he just found the open space and knows how to run once he gets into that open space.
They're going to say it's a first down, so that'll be again a 10 for Hoyme and a first down for the Vikings. That's their 8th of the game, as the Vikings will now take over on their own 31-yard line. Power I formation, Starcevic under center. He'll take the snap, and he'll give to the fullback, Johnson. Johnson goes up the middle. Johnson with a big hole, and he's going to still drive his feet, and finally brought down by Metzger, but not after a big gain of about 17 yards there for Tyson Johnson. Good hard run by the junior.
That is what you want in a fullback there. Just right through that hole and just keep running his feet, knocking those defensive players over. Good hard running there by Tyson Johnson.
Now the Vikings get into Northern Cass territory on their own on the Northern Cass Jaguars 46-yard line. 1st and 10. Another first down for the Vikings. As Starcevic with the power I formation sends Swartwell to the right. He's going to motion Hoyme out of the halfback formation spot, and he's going to give to Johnson. Johnson's going to come up the middle. He's held down by number 5 there, Reed Bolden, finally brought down, but not after a gain of about 8 yards there. Good hard run by Hoyme.
Tyson Johnson just keeps moving his feet and just keeps chugging away on the yards there.
I'll bring up 2nd and 2 for the Vikings now. And with 2nd and 2, that pretty much opened up the entire playbook here. Maybe we'll see the Vikings take a shot, or they might just keep sticking with the run game here.
Tyson Johnson kind of reminds me of a freight train. He just goes straight down the tracks.
Power I formation for the Vikings as Schwartzwalter down to the left side. Starcevic will take the snap, and he's going to give to Hoyme. Hoyme going right. He's going to cut it up towards the middle and brought down by a host of Jaguars, but there will be a flag on the play. We'll see who this is on here. Usually in the area of a holding, but can never assume.
Looks like the white hat is talking to the Northern Cass side, so it's definitely on Kindred here.
Let's see what he signals. Holding. Holding on Kindred's offense, and that's going to back him up 10 yards, and they'll replay 2nd down. 3 penalties for the Vikings, totaling 20 yards. Now 2nd and 11.
Do we see one of these screen plays, the Hunter Bindez, or?
It's been working. It's been a great play.
It's been working
for the
on these 2nd and long, 3rd and long, and
yep.
We'll see what they can come up with here on the offensive side.
Starcevic, he's going to be in the shotgun formation, takes a snap, and he gives to Hoyme. Hoyme going left, and he's brought down on the play by Matthew Hoppy. Good job by the linebackers there, but also a good solid gain of about 6 yards for Hoyme. Hoyme already this 3rd quarter, he has 5 carries for 30 yards. That's a pretty good start to the 3rd quarter for that young man.
Schwartzwalter and Hoyme come off the field as Jack McDonald and Sawyer Hess get into the game.
This will bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Vikings at the Northern Cass Jaguars 41-yard line with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go, and looks like Burgad will signal for another timeout.
Timeout, Kindred.
Timeout taken by Eric Burgad. Timeouts today are brought to you by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your requests. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. With 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter, it's Kindred 19, Northern Cass 0 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota, as it's the Kindred Vikings 19, the Northern Cass Jaguars 0. With 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter, the Vikings are put in a 3rd and 5 situation here as they're talking over what the game plan will be with the offensive coordinator, Coach Starcevic.
Packed crowd here tonight for homecoming, and it's been a pretty good game here so far.
Yes, it has. Indeed, it has. Because, yes, the grandstands here are pretty much full everywhere you look. There's not a whole lot of area to sit for most of these people.
Also, people standing behind the end zone. You can see the kids having fun playing some football over there.
It's always a good time over there. 3rd and 5 now for the Vikings, as Starcevic will start under center with 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. That's Hess in the backfield. He takes the snap, and he's going to give to Johnson up the middle. And Johnson is brought down on the play. He was originally hit by number 4, Parker Zeski, and I think he was officially brought down by number 77, Samuel Nelson. And that will be a gain of 4 yards and bring up a 4th down for the Vikings.
Just looks like Tyson Johnson's going to get like 2 yards, and then you just see him keep chugging that train straight down the railroad tracks.
Yes, he keeps those feet moving. He does a good job of it going up the middle. And now it's 4th and 1, and it looks like they'll come back in that same goal line package with Jay Starcevic under center as he sends Johnson in motion. And Starcevic will take the snap, and he'll push forward, and he'll get the 1st down. 1st down, Kindred.
Good old Philadelphia Eagles special there.
Oh, yeah.
Last night, Philadelphia beat, who did they play against?
The Vikings.
The Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings,
Tough break for Vikings fans.
Great break if you're a Clubundi, though, because some people don't know, Lucas is first cousins with Dallas Goddard, so that's always a fun time to watch.
Always fun watching the Eagles play.
As the Vikings break the huddle here. Looks like Starcevic's in the backfield, and Gabe Whipple comes in at quarterback under center.
Yeah, Owen Hoyme came off the field there.
Maybe a little trickery. Whipple pitches to Starcevic. Starcevic, he's looking deep. He's going to take a shot at McDonald. McDonald catches it, and that's a touchdown, Vikings. Little trickery indeed. 35-yard touchdown for Jake Starcevic to Jack McDonald.
Good play call there by Coach Starcevic, and that trickery just worked.
Great.
The Cass defense just thought it was a pitch to Starcevic there, and he's a good runner, so I'd assume they thought he was just going to take the ball and run.
Yep.
But Jack McDonald was wide open out there for the touchdown.
As Andrew Haley, number 68, comes onto the field. And here comes, that is number 8. Brock Johnson comes on the field a little late. The snap is good, spot's good, and the kick is just short, just went under a little bit. With 3:37 left to go here at Kindred, it's the Kindred Vikings leading the Northern Cass Jaguars 25-0 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back here in Kindred as Enger takes the kickoff, and he's going to be met immediately by a host of Vikings. Good pursuit by the Kindred Vikings on the kickoff.
Good pursuit there. Just a swarm of blue right around the person who was running the ball there, Enger. Kindred defense staying strong, holding up that goose egg right now.
Yep.
See if Northern Cass can get a drive going here and maybe get into the end zone.
Here comes Northern Cass in a 2-by-2 set with Lichtenberg in shotgun formation. He takes the snap. He's looking left. There's going to be a little dump screen pass, and it's just a little low for number 81, Matthew Metzger. Good play design, just a little low for Metzger, and they had some blockers out there, but that will bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Jaguars with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in our third quarter. Lichtenberg will send 3 receivers to the right, and lone receiver, that's Munson, to the left. Hoppy joins Lichtenberg in the backfield. He takes the snap. He drops back. He looks left. He's going to scramble a little bit. He's rolling right, chase down, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds and avoid the sack by Tate Miller. Good job by Tate Miller to get back there and cause some disruption in the back of the quarterback's face there.
Speaking of Tate Miller, happy birthday to him.
Oh, yeah.
Big birthday tomorrow, turning 17.
Yeah, big day for that young man.
Told by his mom, Jackie Miller, to give him a little shout out here today.
We appreciate the information, Jackie Miller, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 10 here for Northern Cass as they are on their own 25-yard line. They'll send 2 to the left and 2 to the right with Hoppy alongside Lichtenberg on his right side. Vikings look like they'll send 4-man rush. Lichtenberg drops back. He's looking left. He's going to throw. He's got a receiver, and it's caught. Caught by number 10. That's Munson, and that's a gain of 20 yards and a first down for the Jaguars.
Good toss there by Lichtenberg, and a good catch there by Munson.
That's just simple pitch and catch football.
Get it to your tall guy.
Get it to your tall guy, and he high pointed the football very well there, and that'll be Northern Cass' 5th first down of the day, as they are now on 44-yard line, 1st and 10. We'll send 3 receivers to the left, 1 lone receiver to the right. That's Sanchez on the right side there. Lichtenberg takes the snap, and he'll give to Hoppy. Hoppy up the middle, and Hoppy's going to be brought down there. Good job by the Vikings middle linebackers to fill those gaps. Not a whole lot of spots for him to run.
Good stuff there by that core of middle linebackers by the Kindred Vikings.
The clock will continue to run here as we're now at under 3 minutes here in the third quarter. Excuse me. It's Northern Cass on 2nd and 10 from their own 44-yard line. See if they can get something going after that big catch by Munson. There'll be 3 receivers on the right side and lone receiver on the left as Hoppy's on Lichtenberg's left side. Lichtenberg takes the snap. He's looking right. He's going to throw. He's going deep. He's got... Oh, and it's just off the hands there of Schwartzwalter. It looked like he had number 24 up the middle there, Andrew Schenk, but just a little to the right. And good coverage there by Schwartzwalter. Way to stay over the top of the receivers.
Good coverage there. Coach Brigad always says, run their route.
Yep, you got to make sure you stay on top of those routes because when you're that one corner sitting on your island, you can't get beat deep. And now we'll bring up a 3rd and 10 here for the Jaguars. As they'll send 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Hoppy alongside Lichtenberg's right side. Viking crowd here getting pretty loud for their team as he drops back, and there's going to be a flag. Flag should indicate a false start on the Jaguars. Now back them up another 5 yards. That's their 2nd penalty of the game.
Tough penalty there for the Northern Cass Jaguars.
Yeah, it's just some of those costly mistakes, that as you progress later on in the season, you got to start cleaning up, and 3rd and 10 there will back them up to 3rd and 15. Just makes it a little more challenging for them, but we'll see what they can do here. As they send Munson and Metzger to the left, Sanchez and Schenk to the right. Hoppy in the backfield. Lichtenberg takes the snap. He'll drop back, looking right. He's going to throw, and he's incomplete. Targeted there was number 24, Andrew Schenk. Good coverage by the Vikings again, and that'll bring up another 4th down for the Jaguars.
Looked like he had him open there. He just underthrew him just a tish there, and they couldn't complete that pass.
And it looks like Coach Uckler will send on the punt team as Schwartzwalter and McDonald go back to receive, and Hoppy will send off the kick with his left foot. Left-footed kickers, I always like to see that. Oh, and it's a low snap. He picks it up, and he's still going to get the punt off, though. And punt will sail out of bounds around the 35-yard line there, and that's where the Vikings will take over.
Good pickup there to grab that ball and just get that punt off and not give Kindred a good field position. See what the Vikings can come up here with on this offensive drive here.
Yeah, Kindred was off to a little slow start in that first quarter, and then the run game really started clicking for them. They started really pounding that A gap, and that seemed to be working for them really well. And now they take over here on their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Yeah, it started off with a defensive battle.
Vikings go in the empty formation, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Starcevic all alone by himself. In the backfield, he'll send McDonald in motion. And he's going to take the snap, and it looks like it's going to be a read option, and he keeps it himself, and he runs up the middle. He's going to be brought down by Hoppy.
Good stuff by Matthew Hoppy.
Good read option defense there by the Jaguars. Starcevic will pick up 2 on the play there. As we'll bring up now a 2nd and 8 for the Vikings. Again, great job by the linebackers and the Northern Cass defense. Good job knowing their assignments on the read option. That can always get a little tricky at times. As the clock winds down to 1:30 here in the 3rd quarter. Single receiver to the right and left here. Starcevic will take the snap, and he's going to give to Hoyme. Hoyme's going to stiff arm his own teammate. He's going right. He's going to go the opposite way, and he's going to cut up the middle. He stays on his feet still, and finally brought down, but not after a gain of about 6-7 yards there for Owen Hoyme.
It's funny how different Tyson Johnson and Owen Hoyme are at running. Owen likes to go side to side or run around people, and Tyson Johnson is just like that train on the railroad tracks, just go straight through people.
Yeah, and they
both have their own ways, and it works for both of them.
Now bring up now a 3rd and 2 for the Vikings on their own 48-yard line here, with 50 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. As it looks like now Sawyer Hess is in the backfield. Tyson Johnson at fullback, 2 receivers to the right, Hunter Bindis tight end to the left. Starcevic takes the snap, gives to Hess. Hess is going to cut up the middle, and he's got some open grass there, and he stays on his feet, keeps going, and brings it out to the Northern Cats' 39-yard line. Good run there by the sophomore.
That's a young buck there that's going to be a great player for this Kindred team in the future.
And it looks like Jake and his dad will discuss whether they're going to run out the clock, although they got to get one play off because the game clock's still on.
They're going to have to rush up to the line here and get this play off.
1st and 10 for the Vikings. They'll send single receivers to the right and left. Hess in the backfield with Starcevic. As Starcevic takes the snap, he's going to drop back to pass. He's looking left, and it's going to be a hitch and go. He's going to throw it up to Isaac Spellhog, and there's a flag on Munson there. Flag on Munson. That's going to be pass interference, and that'll be bring up a 1st down for the Vikings.
Good pump fake to get Isaac Spellhog there open.
And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter, as it's Kindred 25, Northern Cass 0 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro.
Kindred as Starcevic rolls out left, and he's going to throw deep, and it's going to be batted away. Oh, did he catch it? He was out of bounds. They're going to say Bindis was out of bounds. Good coverage by Schenk there. There was one more play. They put 0.2 seconds on the clock, and now that will be the end of the 3rd quarter, as it's Kindred 25, Northern Cass 0 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Visit planterdoc.com.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota, as it's now the fourth quarter, and Kindred leads the Northern Cass Jaguars 25-0, and they will start out with the ball 2nd and 10 on the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
Looks like they're giving some more reps to Hess up in the backfield there.
Yep, they're going to go power I with Johnson at fullback, Hess at running back. McDonald out wide right. And, that's going to be a false start more than likely on number 67, Ethan Fornshell there. That'll back up the Vikings 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15 from the Northern Cass 30-yard line. It's the Vikings' 4th penalty of the day for only 24 yards. As the Vikings come back in the same power I formation. McDonald to the right. Starcevic, he will take the snap, and he's going to give it to the fullback. Johnson up the middle, one man to beat, and Metzger with a good tackle, but not before a big game of Johnson, 20 yards and a first down.
There's that train on the train tracks again right there.
Big gain there for the young man, number 27, Tyson Johnson.
Good hard run there by Tyson Johnson.
First down, Kindred. That's their 12th of the game, as it is now 11 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10. They're going to come out with power I formation with Hoyme in the backfield. Starcevic takes the snap, and he gives to Johnson again up the middle, and he will be brought down right away. Good job by that defensive front from Northern Cass. There wasn't a whole lot of area for him to go. 2 yards for Johnson, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Just tripped up there.
As McDonald comes off the field, Schwartzwalter will fill in for him here. 2nd and 8 for the Vikings, as they are going to take their time with the game clock, use the clock to their advantage here, as they will break the huddle. Starcevic will send 3 to the right. Lone Seaver is Spellhog on the top left there, top of your screen. Starcevic sends Hoyme in motion, takes a snap, and he gives to Johnson. Johnson's going to take it up the middle, and a good job by the defensive line there. I think that was number 55 on the tackle, Brody Gueston. Brody Gueston on the tackle, gain of about 3 for Johnson, and 3rd down.
These Northern Cass Jaguars aren't letting the Kindred Vikings get anywhere right now. They're holding their ground.
They are holding their ground, and it's now 3rd and 5 for the Vikings. Check that, 3rd and 4 for the Vikings. As Spellhog is to your top of your screen, 3 receivers to the right, Johnson in the backfield. Hoyme set in motion again. Starcevic, he's going to give up to Johnson, and Johnson will surge into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown, Tyson Johnson with the 4-yard run. Good blocking by the Vikings and a big hole. And he'll record his first touchdown of the night.
Train finally got to the train station there.
Tyson Johnson on the 4-yard touchdown run, and that will make it 31-0 Kindred. Yeah, good play design. They went right back to that exact same play, and good blocking by the offensive line. They got a big push, and Johnson powers it in, and it looks like the Vikings here will be going for 2. Vikings will go power I formation with Schwartzwalter to the right. As Starcevic takes a step, and he's going to do play action, rolling right. He's got a man. He throws to Luke Starcevic, the younger brother. And they're going to say it's caught. The 2-point conversion is good. Starcevic to Starcevic for the 3-yard 2-point conversion.
Good brother-to-brother action going on right there.
Always like to see that there. With 9 minutes and 18 seconds left to go on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's Kindred 33, Northern Cass 0.
Welcome to the Shift, Viking Nation. New merch, new designs. The Viking Booster Club has options for him, her, and all the kids. Let's go, Vikings. Get outfitted for the new year. Refresh your favorites from top to bottom. If the flag is flying, the ship is open for business. Carhartt nips are back in stock, plus new lids. Find the merch. Get the gear.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota, as it was 27, Tyson Johnson with the rushing touchdown, and then the Starcevic connection for the 2-point conversion puts Kindred up 33-0 with 9 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter.
Gotta love seeing these fans getting excited out here tonight.
As Haley will kick off for the Vikings. And he's going to boot it to the Northern Cass's number 3, Enger. Enger's going to take it up the middle, and a good return for the Northern Cass Jaguars out to the 37-yard line.
Number 9, Matthew Hoppy on the kick return. Jaguars take over first down and 10.
Good little return there by Enger. 9:13 to go in this fourth quarter. See if Northern Cass can get an offensive drive going here.
Yeah, the Jaguars will take over on their own 39-yard line, hoping to get some momentum going. Put one play at a time. Just take it one play at a time, and Lichtenberg in shotgun formation. He'll take the snap. He's looking right. He'll throw over to Metzger. Good completion, and he makes a man miss, and he keeps going to the 30. Brought down finally by McDonald at the 25-yard line. Big gain for the Jaguars, and a first down.
Good toss there by Lichtenberg, and a great catch by Metzger out there.
That will be a gain of 36 yards and a first down for the Jaguars as Northern Cass is trying to go a little hurry up here as the clock continues to wind down.
Had to wait for the sticks to get over there.
Yeah, Lichtenberg has 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Oh, that would be a fall. Oh, all right, they did see it. False start on the Northern Cass Jaguars. That'll back them up 5 yards.
Tried to go quick there. The refs wouldn't let them and try to get the sticks up to where they were at.
Lichtenberg is 1 for 6 this half with a 36 yards, and that 36-yard completion was to Metzger.
First down and 15 coming up for the Jaguars.
As it's now 1st and 15 for the Jaguars as they look over to the sideline, get the play call in here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Lichtenberg takes a snap. He's going to give to Hoppy. Hoppy going to the right side, and he stays on his feet. And a good game up for Hoppy for about 5 yards and get back to that original line of scrimmage. As it is 2nd and 11 for the Jaguars with 7 minutes and 42 seconds to go on Kindred's 27-yard line.
Looks like they're trying to do a little bit of hurry-up offense here.
Yep, trying to get the play call in, try to use as little amount of this clock as possible. As they send 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Lichtenberg sends Metzger in motion, and he takes a snap, and he gives to Hoppy. Hoppy is in trouble, and he's going to be brought down. Good job by the Kindred Vikings to get in the backfield. That's number 7, Miles Stroh, and number 59, Tate Miller.
Good job there by the Kindred Vikings defense to stay in their spots and help and just stop Hoppy from running and get the swarm of Vikings to take him down.
That'll be a loss of 4 for Hoppy, and they'll bring up a 3rd and 15 for the Jaguars. As the Jaguars send 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, in the empty formation. Lichtenberg takes the snap. He's going to look left, and he's going to throw over the middle, and it's going to be deflected there by number 5, Hunter Bindis. Good coverage by the Vikings, and a 4th down for the Jaguars.
Good deflection there. If he wouldn't have deflected that, looked like Lichtenberg would have had
Andrew Shank there.
Shank.
Yeah, he did have him there, and like you said, great coverage by Bindis, good read, and a 4th down for the Jaguars, and it looks like they'll stay on the field and go for it.
See if they can convert it here on 4th down.
As the Jaguars will send again, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Hoppy in the backfield alongside Lichtenberg. Lichtenberg getting the call. And he's going to send Hoppy over to the other side now. Lichtenberg drops back on 4th down. He's looking right. He's got Hoppy there. And, oh, wow, what a great catch by Hoppy. And he's still on his feet. Finally brought down by number 55. That is for Kindred, Tannen Johnson, and a good gain for Matthew Hoppy there of about 20 yards.
What a one-handed grab there by Matthew Hoppy.
He wasn't even looking there. He turned his head and the ball was right there. And like you said, one-handed grab, and great job by Hoppy.
This could be their momentum booster here in the 4th quarter.
1st and 8 now. Good completion and catch there. As it's Lichtenberg out of the shotgun. He's going to cape it himself, and he's got room on the right side. And he's going to reach for the pylon. Is he in? Touchdown, Jaguars.
There's that momentum booster there for the Northern Cass Jaguars.
Just like you said, an 8-yard run there for Lichtenberg, and that's a touchdown for the Jaguars, and that'll put 6 points on the board for them with 5 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Good read by Lichtenberg. He saw that end crash in, and instead of giving it to Hoppy, he had all the room in the world on the right side, and he stretched for the pylon and put up 6 for the Jags. As number 5 here, Reed Volden, comes on for the PAT, and he kicks it, and the kick just hits the bottom of the goalpost there. Well,
it was on a line.
It was. With 5 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter, on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's Kindred 33, Northern Cass 6.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota. As Northern Cass has put 6 points up on the scoreboard, it's 33 for the Kindred Vikings, 6 for the Northern Cass Jaguars here. As number 5, Reed Volden, kicks off for the Jags. Number 6, McDonald, and number 8, Johnson. That is Brock Johnson back to receive for the Kindred Vikings. And Volden kicks it, and they're going with the onside kick here. And it's bobbled by Kindred, and does Northern Cass get the football?
They got the football.
They got the football. Northern Cass ball on the 45-yard line as they take over. And this could be that momentum surge you were talking about.
Kind of caught the Kindred front line there off guard.
Yeah, a little off guard there, but with 5 minutes and 15 seconds, they still have some time. So I suppose the onside kick is the right call, and a great job by Volden. He kept that thing really low, and it bounced at the perfect time, and the Vikings could not come up with the football.
Good play call by Coach Ukestead there.
As it's the Jaguars taking over here on the Kindred 45-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. As Lichtenberg, he takes the snap. He's looking right, looking over the middle here. Steps up in the pocket, and he's going to deliver it. And just a little low from Metzger. Good rush there by the Kindred defensive front to force Lichtenberg to step up in the pocket, and he just threw a little low for Metzger.
Little low. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going here in this 4th quarter after that onside kick recovery.
As the clock stops here with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Lichtenberg will send 3 receivers again, out to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation with Hoppy on his right. As he takes the snap, he's looking right, and he steps up again, and he's looking. He throws over the middle. Good ball to Hoppy. Hoppy sheds 1 tackle and finally pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Good gain for the Northern Cass Jaguars of about 15 yards and a first down.
Good pocket presence there from Leichenberg. And a good toss over there to Matthew Hoppy, and he just got around those people and got the first down there.
Yeah, for how big that Kindred front is, Lichtenberg does a really good job of just staying poised, calm, collective, and he's just stepped up very casually, made a great throw over to Hoppy, and that's a first down for the Jaguars. That's their 8th first down of the game as well. As Lichtenberg in the shotgun with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to his right, takes the snap, drops back, looking left, and he's going to roll it to the right, and he's got Hoppy again. Hoppy looks like his knee on the ground, though. But a positive play for the Jaguars, and a gain of about 3 yards, and they'll bring up second down.
They got that momentum going here, but we'll see if they can have enough time to get something going here and maybe come back in this game.
And Lichtenberg now 5 of 10 in the second half, throwing for about 84 yards. Hoppy with 3 receptions for 40 yards this half. As Lichtenberg looks like he'll be in the empty set with 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. See if they can keep this drive going here as he drops back to pass. He looks right. He's got a man over the middle. That's Metzger, and just a little overthrow. Is that picked?
That looks like it's
picked
picked
off by number 4 there, Isaac Spellhog, as Lichtenberg just overthrows Metzger a little bit. Turnover by the Northern Cass Jaguars, and the Vikings will take over at the 20-yard line.
Kindred just turned over the momentum to their side now, and see what they can do with this 4 minutes and 17 seconds left here. Excuse me.
Good job by Spellhog there, reading the QB's eyes, as Lichtenberg just overthrew Metzger a little bit there, and Spellhog took advantage of it, and it'll be the Vikings now breaking the huddle on 1st and 10.
Looks like they got 3 out left here, Max.
Yep, we got shotgun formation, 3 to the right, 1 to the left at your top of your screen. As Starcevic takes the snap, and they're going to pass it here. They're going to go with that middle screen again to Johnson, and Johnson's got a lot of grass here as he just trips over himself a little bit. But a good gain for the Vikings of 20 yards and a first down.
That screen game has been working for the Kindred Vikings all night.
It seems like the go-to play for them there.
Good job by the front linemen to let their guys go by.
Yep,
Get up in front of the runner who's catching the ball.
That'll be the 13th first down for Kindred as they take over at their own 40-yard line here. And the clock continues to run slowly with 3 minutes and 49 seconds left here. As it now, looks like Gabe Whipple's now in the game for the Kindred Vikings, and they'll go power I formation with Hess in the backfield. Whipple takes the snap, and he's going to give to Hess. Hess is going to cut up the middle, and he's going to stay on his feet still and finally drag down, but not after a big gain of 10, and that should bring up another first down for the Vikings. Good run by Hess.
Good strong run there to keep his feet moving and get the extra yards there. Looks like they're giving Gabe Whipple some reps here now.
Yeah, they might be done with Starcevic for the night. It looks like he's taking off the helmet, and it'll be Whipple taking over from here on out.
Give him some reps here so he can get ready for his future career here as a Kindred Viking.
As the clock continues to wind down, almost getting to the 3-minute point. Power I formation for the Vikings. Number 6, Jack McDonald on the bottom of your screen here. And Hess gets sent in motion by Whipple. Whipple's going to give to Thielges, and Thielges is going to go up the middle, and he'll get, number 7, that's Miles Stroh. He'll get a gain of about 2 yards there.
Looks like they're slowly bringing in some of the backups here. They still have a couple starters in here. Off comes Jack McDonald, in comes number 1, Cameron Schwartzwalter.
As it is now 2nd and 7 for the Vikings on the Jaguar 47-yard line. As they'll go again, power I formation with Schwartzwalter at the top of your screen here. Whipple under center. He takes the snap, and he's going to play action, roll out to his right, and he's looking, and he fires over to number 11. That's Ethan Duvall, and just through his hands. Good coverage there by Metzger. Now bring up third down. Good ball by Whipple, good spot, and just that better coverage, I guess. Metzger did a good job of getting his hand in there.
Yeah, good defense there to get his hand in there and stop Duvall from getting the catch there. Great toss by Gabe Whipple there, though.
He zipped that over, rolling out to the right. Now we'll stop the clock here. Actually, no, the clock will.
No, it stopped.
It's just stopped the clock. Clock stopped. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here. As off the field comes Hunter Bindus, and into the game comes Isaac Spellhog.
Gabe Whipple calling the play in the huddle.
As it is 3rd and 7 as the Vikings rush up to the line. And Whipple will call a timeout as the game clock was running down to 0 there. Timeout is brought to you by Kindred State Bank. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your requests. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. With 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, it's the Kindred Vikings leading the Northern Cass Jaguars 33-6 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back here to Kindred, North Dakota, as it's the Vikings leading the Jaguars 33-6 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And out of the timeout break here, the Vikings will break the huddle. Looks like Hess will be in the backfield, and number 7, Miles Stroh, will be the fullback as they're going to go in a shotgun formation. 2 receivers to your right, 1 lone receiver to the left. As Whipple barks out some orders here and takes the snap, and he's going to bobble it, and the ball's still on the ground, and he finally picks it up. He's running, and he's going to be brought down by the Jaguars for a loss of 1.
That will bring up 4th down here for Kindred. See if they'll go for it or if they're bringing in the punt team. Looks like Miles Steelges is coming in for the punt team.
Yep, looks like they'll send on the punt team here. And Steelges will be set to punt. Back to return for the Jaguars, number 81, Matthew Metzger.
Looks like the Kindred Vikings had some confusion there, and Spellhog had to run off the field.
Yep, as Steelges gets the snap clean and punts it away, and it's going to be a shorter punt. Lands at the 25, and it's going to keep rolling, and a nice little Kindred bounce there down to the 15-yard line. As the Northern Cass Jaguars will get one last chance to make a drive here with 1 minute and 23 left to go. As the Jaguars here come out of the huddle, and it looks like they'll be sending on some of the 2s here. At quarterback now is number 4 there. Is that Parker Zeski? Is that number 4 there? Yep. And he's going to give up the middle, and a good solid run there. Run on the play there for the Jaguars is number 33, Trevor Lee, the freshman, and he'll get a gain of 7, or get a gain of 3, excuse me. As the Jaguars will go in the shotgun formation again. As Zeski takes the snap, and he's going to give again. Gives to Lee. Lee's going to be stopped and brought down by the Vikings immediately, and that will bring up a 3rd and 10, a loss of 3 on the carry there for Lee. That clock continues to wind down now. We're under 40 seconds left to go. As Northern Cass here will have two receivers to the right, one to the left, as Zeski at quarterback. He'll take the snap. He's rolling out right, and he's looking, and he throws over, and it's caught on the play there. Caught by number 82, but brought down right away. Caught by number 82 there. That's Carter Granolin, the freshman, but he's going to be stopped and tackled right away. Good pursuit by the Vikings. As the clock will wind down close to 0 here. And that will be your final score here. The Kindred Vikings win against the Northern Cass Jaguars 33-6 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, as we'll be back to you with some post-game stats and interviews on yourliveevent.com.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
My co-workers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota, as it was the Kindred Vikings defeating the Northern Cass Jaguars 33-6 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Some looks around the state here. Carrington leads Grafton 40-27 with 11 minutes to go. Thompson is winning against Rugby 43-14 with 3 minutes to go. You have Dickinson Trinity beating Killdeer 33-14. Number 4 seed Langdon Area Edmore Munich up 42-0 against Cavalier. Shiloh Christian final score as the number 5 team in the state beats Bowman County 53-13. Central Cass is winning against Mayport 34-6 with a minute left to go. And Velva Garrison Drake Animus final score against South Prairie Max was 54-0. Well, we'll come back here on yourliveevent.com for some post-game interviews and stats from the game after these short ads.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Mother Nature can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote.
Become a Viking booster. Do you love the games, the plays, the excitement? Support Viking athletics by becoming a booster. Scan the code or find the quick link to the membership form online. Or when the flag is flying, stop by the ship. Get a new Viking booster sticker free with your membership. Buy an extra one for only $5. Show your Viking pride. Become a Booster Club member.
This is Lucas here with the player of the game, and that is sponsored by Enbridge Enterprises. And our player of the game here is Hunter Bindez. Hunter, how do you feel about your guys' win tonight?
It was a good win. We came out kind of slow to start. Halftime, we made some adjustments, came out strong, and got the homecoming win.
Yeah, great game, great homecoming week, great way to finish off the week. How do you feel that your team played today, and how do you feel that you guys did today?
Like I said, we came out kind of slow, had a lot of mishaps and just people just making mental errors, and we just got to work on that next week and be ready.
Yeah, a little bit of a slow start tonight, but you guys succeeded at the end of the night. What are some things you guys are going to work on next week and get better at?
Just making sure on defense everyone is communicating with each other, getting the coverages across, getting the front. And on offense, same thing, making sure all the linemen know what they're doing and skill players too.
Also, you had the play of the night tonight, and that is brought to you by RDK Enterprises. and the play of the night was that one catch where it popped out of your hand and it just came right back into your chest. What went through your mind when that play happened?
You know, our coaches always tell us to high point the ball, so I went up to get it, came down with it, and it popped back out, and I look up, it was right there, so I just grabbed it and secured the catch.
Oh, yeah, that was a great catch. Great game today. Great job. I'll let you go have fun with your friends out there, and just have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Hunter Bindez here with us on the Enbridge Player of the Game and RDK Enterprises Play of the Game, and we'll have a short ad here quick. Actually, never mind. We got Coach Burgad right here to have a little interview with him right here. Hey, Coach, a good game tonight. How do you feel you guys started off tonight, and how do you feel you finished?
The response after we talked at halftime was much better than how the game started. I don't know what it was. I'm not going to make excuses for us, but I thought we were flat. I didn't think we played with the physicality that we needed to right out the gate, but challenged the guys at halftime, and they responded to that. And that's what football is, adversity and responses, and that we did a better job in the second half.
Holding Northern Cass only to 6 points tonight. How do you feel the defense has played, and how do you feel you guys can get better on the defensive side?
I think to answer your second question, getting better, I think it's our consistency. There's just some missed opportunities that we have, whether it's a ball in the air that we should be intercepting or a run fit that's not as tight as it needs to be. But things that we're doing well, we're playing with good juice and good energy, and we've been tackling well. Didn't tackle as well in the first half, and again challenged the guys in the huddle, and they came out and they did a better job in the second half. But they had some really explosive skill players too. Hoppy is so dang strong when he's running the football. He did a fantastic job, and he gave us some fits. And their quarterback was a nice player too. So credit to Northern Cass, they did a great job. And yeah.
How do you guys? What are your guys' goals for the upcoming game next week? And what are you telling you guys to do throughout this weekend and the week to get rested up and ready for the next game?
Gonna try to be process driven always. You can ask me that question a lot, Luke. I'm typically gonna say the same thing. We're gonna focus on Monday, and then we're gonna focus on Tuesday, and then we're gonna focus on Wednesday. So there's stuff for us to clean up. We were working a lot through some different personnel groupings offensively. When we lost Kylan a couple weeks ago, that changed our offense. That changed our defense. So we're working through some of those depth issues and guys stepping into new spots and playing a bigger role on the field. But we'll get it right.
All right, every day at a time. Thanks for joining me here, Coach Burgad. And that was our post-game interviews with Coach Burgad and Hunter Bindez.
Thanks for having me, Luke.
We will be right back after a couple ads here.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
Welcome back here in Kindred, North Dakota, as the Vikings on homecoming are victorious. They win 33-6 over the Northern Cass Jaguars, and we'll go over a little bit of the scoring play-by-play drives here. So the the Northern Cass Jaguars started with the ball, and at the 10-minute and 58 mark, they turned it over on downs, and they would punt to Kindred, where they would also turn it over on downs at the 8-minute and 28 mark. And then the Northern Cass had the ball for about 5 minutes and would end up turning over on downs with 3 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And after the first quarter, it was a 0-0 game, so a very defensive battle. And right out of the second half, the Vikings came striking with a passing touchdown to Hunter Bindis for a 15-yard passing touchdown at the 11-minute and 41-second mark. Then Northern Cass would end up getting the ball, and they would turn it over on downs at the 10-minute, 41-minute mark. And the Vikings would take advantage right away as they would score a rushing touchdown with Jake Starcevic at the 9-minute, 22nd mark. And then Andrew Haley would complete the extra point, and the Vikings would then go up 13-6. And at the 5-minute and 38 mark, Northern Cass would end up turning it over on downs once again and forced to punt to the Vikings. And just before the end of the first half, the Vikings would score a rushing touchdown again with Jake Starcevic missing the extra point, ending the first half at a score of 19-0. Then we'd go over into the third quarter where Kindred would get the ball right away and they'd be forced to punt at the 10-minute 7 mark. And then Northern Cass, after a 3-minute drive, they put together a pretty good drive, but they were forced to end up punting at the 7-minute mark. And then it was all Kindred from there on out. Starcevic to McDonald for a 35-yard trickery touchdown with 3 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. And then at the 2-minute 6 mark, the Northern Cass Jaguars would end up punting back to the Vikings, where they would take over, and in the fourth quarter, Tyson Johnson would end up scoring a 4-yard rushing touchdown, giving the Vikings a lead of 27-0 with 9 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. And the Vikings would also complete a 2-point conversion on that play, where it was the Starcevic to Starcevic combo from Jake Starcevic to Luke Starcevic for the 2-point conversion. Then finally, Northern Cass put up 6 points on the scoreboard after Lichtenberg had an 8-yard touchdown run with 5 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. And then they would end up completing an onside kick where they would get the ball at the 45-yard line, but then Lichtenberg would end up throwing an interception to Isaac Spellhog at the 4-minute mark, and that would be the end of the game at a score of 33-6. Victory for the Kindred Vikings. We'll go back to the ads here and coming back with the final stats of the post-game interview or the post-game show here on yourliveevent.com with the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to the Shift, Viking Nation. New merch, new designs. The Viking Booster Club has options for him, her, and all the kids. Let's go, Vikings. Get outfitted for the new year. Refresh your favorites from top to bottom. If the flag is flying, the ship is open for business. Carhartt nips are back in stock, plus new lids. Find the merch. Get the gear.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota, as the Vikings were victorious over the Northern Cass Jaguars 33-6 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Going over some unofficial stats, starting with Northern Cass, they end up dropping to 0-5 on the season. Their rushing stats goes as follows. Matthew Hoppy had 15 attempts for 55 yards. Julian Lichtenberg had 2 attempts for 1 yard. Trevor Lee had 2 attempts for 0, and Keelan Munson had 1 attempt for 0 yards. And that would total out to be 56 rushing yards for the Jaguars. Receiving was number 81. Matt Metzger had 1 reception for 36 yards. Keelan Munson had 2 receptions for 16 yards, and Matthew Hoppy had 5 receptions for 57 yards, totaling out at 109 passing yards, and that would end up being a total of 165 yards of offense for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Passing for the Jaguars, Julian Lichtenberg had 23 attempts for 10 completions, 109 yards, and 1 interception. Matthew Hoppy had 1 attempt, 1 completion for 21 yards. And number 4, Parker Zeski had 1 attempt, 1 completion for 2 yards. Over the Kindred Vikings, as they now improve to 4-0 on the season, their rushing stats goes as follows. Owen Hoyme led the team in attempts and yards with 13 attempts for 80 yards. Tyson Johnson had 8 carries for 63 yards and 1 touchdown. Jake Starcevic had 7 attempts for 14 yards and 2 touchdowns. Sawyer Hess, 3 attempts for 28 yards. Jack McDonald had 1 attempt for 12 yards. Number 7, Miles Stroh had 1 attempt for 3 yards. And number 2, Gabe Whipple had 1 attempt for -1 yard. And that ended up totaling out for 199 rushing yards for the Vikings. Receiving-wise, Hunter Bindis led the team in receptions and yards. Number 5, Hunter Bindis had 5 receptions for 83 yards and 1 touchdown. Number 27, Tyson Johnson had 2 receptions for 29 yards. Number 6, Jack McDonald had 1 reception for 35 yards. And that would total out for 147 passing yards for the Vikings and 346 total yards of offense for the Vikings. Passing-wise, goes as follows. Jay Starcevic, number 10, had 9 completions on 14 attempts for 2 touchdowns and 147 yards. And Gabe Whipple had 0 completions with 1 attempt for the Kindred Vikings. As it's homecoming night for the Vikings, they are the victors for tonight's game at 33-6 over the Northern Cass Jaguars. Thank you for joining, all you spectators, for joining us on your live event. I'm Max McQuillan, and I was alongside Lucas Kilbundy today. Make sure you hit the plus button and subscribe to your live event. It's free at no cost, and we would really appreciate you doing that. From Jerlo Field, once again, it's the Kindred Vikings 33, the Northern Cass Jaguars 6 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Thank you and good night.